Greetings, YouTube friends. Check this out. Where are we? What is going on? I have returned to Magic the Gathering online, and I have a hard time believing it myself. I didn't think I was going to find a path back to this place, but they found a way. They found a way to bring me back in, and that's with a vintage point here. I get a free vintage cube draft. That's kind of my favorite format. It's a crazy one, pretty swingy. I'd not want it to be my only Magic diet, but I really love me some vintage cube, and we're gonna give ourselves a best shot here. Now, I have not played a game of Magic Online since I worked at Wizards of the Coast, so it has been over 3 years since I have played a land and cast a spell on this here app, this here program. That being said, I believe that no matter what at this point, I expect to die having played more Magic Online than any other video game in my life. I played this game from its very first opening beta. I played it from opening beta until the time I started working at Wizards every day, usually multiple hours every day. And then I got to Wizards and I was playing even more because I was working on it and played it every day. I continued. So it's hard to think that there's going to be anything that is going to pass a game that I play daily for an hour to sometimes 4 hours. Not literally every day. Obviously, I went on vacation sometimes, whatever, but largely daily for 15 years. I age myself all the time, Mama, but there you go. It is what it is. I'm 50. Well, not yet, but I'll do the SNL 50 skit in April. In any case, it's really strange to be coming back here because on the one hand, I'm more familiar with this place than any other game I've ever played. I played it into the ground and I've worked on it. However, in 3 years, it's gone through a lot of changes. Largely, I see that, there's some better visual language. I mean, this is not great UI. It's better than where it was. But there's just a lot going on here. We've got a lot of blank space. We got this weird space here. There's some stuff here. It's just, there's a lot. There's very busy, as usual, just very, very busy. And it makes it very hard to get into this because you just have to break through and, like a lot of software, get used to it. But that's not a great ringing endorsement of where Magic Online is at, but it is an endorsement of the fact that, boy, once you do get your sea legs under you, it really is accurate, good, and deep Magic. We get to play with power today. Arena is a lot of fun. I play it primarily, but that's because the thing I do most in Magic is current set draft. And honestly, I just think that that Arena has the best experience for me when it comes to current set draft. But when it comes to depth, when it comes to being able to explore everything Magic has to offer in a digital capacity, you're not doing anything. Magic Online is where it's at. It has formats that Arena doesn't in Constructed. It has cards, obviously cards it doesn't. In fact, there's only a small list of cards that Magic Online does not have, and they tend to be anti-cards, dexterity cards, or problematic banned cards, like the stuff that's that Wizards has just kind of killed completely, and the problematic banned cards in the sense of like Shahrazad or things that are just too cumbersome to have existing in the digital space. Other than that, it's like it's complete Magic, and that's very exciting. And it allows us to do what we're going to do today, which is get into the Vintage Cube. This is going to be a bit of a comedy of errors. Like, maybe I should figure out I'm just going to click a lot, I guess. I know that in my day, I know the F keys have changed, for example. Maybe I should at least look at my my controls, because I know that the function keys are now just, I think, the number keys, but I want to see, before I start spending my hard-earned free vintage cube entry, I want to check out, no, I don't want to change my avatar. I want to see my settings. See, this is all the stuff I used to know this stuff perfectly, but here we are. All right, so let me relearn. I'm a little in your way here, but it's kind of going to be what it's going to be. Let me actually maybe go chat invisible for a second so that you can see this. So pass priority is 1. I'm just going to try to learn their, you can rebind these, but I'm just going to try to reacclimate myself using their new defaults. So 6 is, I always say F6 on Arena, because F6 was where it used to be, and that's just this, skip the rest of the turn, basically, unless you're attacking or blocking. So 1 passes priority. 2 is pass until you can respond. That's a key one. This is one of the big, so pass unless you do something is a huge button for Magic Online. So 1 is pass, 2 is pass until you do something, and 6 is skip turn. Okay, 1, 2, and 6. Got it. Now, let's go back. Are you ready? We're going to do this. We're going to do this. It is Magic the Gathering Online. Hello, MTGO, my old friend. I've come to play with you again. Because a token softly creeping. Sorry, let's go. Two of 8. Man, this is weird. This is weird. I also get, let's see, I gotta, I'm gonna go to this view and see if this is gonna be all right for draft. Yeah, I like the Disturbed. I mean, Paul Simon is my all-time favorite artist. Just, when Paul Simon, if Paul Simon passes before I do, I think I'm going to take a week off, or it's certainly going to be Paul Simon week around here. I mean, oh my God, I love that man. And the Disturbed cover is great because I love how it shows how important presentation is to music. You know, you can have a song, some notes on the page, play them in this order, and you're playing the song. But how you play it, your style, your approach, just can completely overhaul the same sequence of notes. I love that. I suppose we could just have a Paul Simon week, but you know, it's like he shows up plenty in my various themes, so we'll leave it at that for now. Standard beat looking to get banned. You know, normally I only ban people for spam and or misogyny or just, you know, bigotry or that kind of thing. But suggesting that Paul Simon was carried by Garfunkel would also, okay, I know that, wait, see, everything's changed. How do I change my, there used to be a thing I could like make the cards bigger. Where's the slider to make my cards bigger? I can't read anything. It used to be a slider. Oh, here we go. Found it. Whew. Also, come on, default to that. All right. This is much better. We can start with the Llanowar Elves. I don't mind the single mana rampers in green as a place to start. Yeah, we can start with a goal. We can just say we want to try to get Blightsteel into play here. I like big ramp. So Llanowar or Nissa. Yeah, I like Nissa as well. But Llanowar goes, I mean, Nissa goes in any green deck as well. You want to do Nissa? I'm in for Nissa. And then we get Tree Speaker. Tree Speaker's great ramp because and it's a great ramp for Nissa because we could have a sequence where we go Tree Speaker, bump it up on 2, and then Nissa on 3, right? Wall of Blossoms, okay. Trop. Worn Power Stone, excellent pick. But following Nissa, I like the Tree Speaker. And what else we got here that's worth mentioning? Those are my, really the Trop and the Power Stone are the other clear and presence to me. Oblivion Stone is pretty powerful. Yeah, Trop is a totally reasonable choice. I'm taking the Tree Speaker though, because it really is perfect with the Nissa. And a Bop to add more 1-mana rampers. Biogenic Ooze is fine. I love this kind of start here, though. I'm a big fan of green ramp in Cube. It's pretty weak to certain, it's got that rock, scissors, paper weaknesses, but it's really fun to just ramp up and do absurd things. So let's keep it up. Relentless, Bloom. Solemn is solid. Garrick is green. We could keep cutting the green. Yeah, a lot of the old school art is not on Magic Line online because of weird deals that were made with the early Magic artists that make royalties just a huge pain in the butt. You like Regrowth? We don't really have much for Regrowth yet. In Cube, it's going to be strong. But yeah, I don't know. It's still kind of combo-y. Shark Typhoon is a fair thing as well. This is just, Solemn is doing the thing, which is why I'm considering it. But I do like the Shark Typhoon too. I'm going to go with Solemn though. That's where I've landed. Garrick was another good choice. Toski, interesting as a way to turn, well, Birds is not going to get it done, but if we get some more low drops, you can ramp into Toski and then turn your weenies into some card draw. But yeah, let's go Duel or Questing. Questing Beast is fine, but maybe in Cube not quite as important. I definitely like taking a first Duel here. Although Green-Red, not generally where I want to be in Cube. But certainly Green X is fine, right? Toski, though, is certainly interesting. I haven't read Torrens. What is this? Oh, yeah, this is interesting that this made the deck. Because that could be something, too. I'm going to take Toski. I just don't like the Taiga is not... Red-Green is not that important to me here. Like, now I get Uro, and I'm really happy. Because green-blue is where I want to be at. Gilded Lotus is cool. I don't know what this card is. Court. Oh, is this Commander Legends? I see. When Court of the Bounty enters the battlefield, you become the Monarch. That's always nice. At the beginning of your upkeep, you may put a land card from your hand on the battlefield if you're the Monarch. Instead, you may put a creature card. Oh, wow. Okay, so that's cool. But it seems like another one of those maybe trap build-arounds, but I don't think we need to take that here. I think we're just on Uro for sure, for sheer power. Terastodon is also excellent, but Uro is just kind of busted, and Terastodon is somewhat interchangeable as a top-end card for this type of deck. Mirari's Wake or Remand if we want to stay blue. I kind of like trying to stay blue. Coast, if this were a blue-green land, I'd take it. Yeah, Wake is overrated unless you're very explicitly doing the... It's weird because it's pulling you in two directions, right? It's doing this powerful thing of doubling your mana, and this somewhat powerful thing of pumping your team, but they don't necessarily play well together. But Remand, I really want to play the Uro, and I would love to find the blue-green lane, so let's go ahead and take Remand here. All right. Control Magic. Cloud Skate, tough to pass. But Plow Under, tough to pass. Circle of Dreams Druid. Yeah. Is that really where we want to be? I guess we only have a couple of rampers right now. It is still Cradle. Are we heading in that direction? I love Plow, though, too. All right, I've never really played this before. We can try it. Night of Autumn could be a play. If we're heavy mono, we could just take Mutavault. Yeah, that's. I'll do that in Cube, especially. There's just a lot of so many juicy things to consider. Yeah, I think this has got green in it, and it's close enough. You know, we'll see. Probably not playing that, but we'll see. Wall of Blossoms or a Gush here. Yeah, Wall of Blossoms is fine. Well, and frankly, the GGG is why I didn't really gravitate to this card. Chat kind of talked me into it, but I'm not. The green is pretty oppressive, but hopefully we'll have the tools to cast this on 2, and then it'll do good stuff for us. Yeah, now there's nothing here but the land, so we'll take it. Lotus Bloom, not really a Lotus Bloom deck. Pyroclasm is good against us. We're not going to be playing Olivia, but maybe there's something that ends us wanting a Bloom, but I'm going to sideboard that. Factory, take another Torrens, or not another Torrens, we'll take Torrens. Stirring Wildwood to help with this possible white lane. I don't think we're playing Vindicate, although maybe we get enough depth in green to do the 5-color. We got a Mox Sapphire. That's going to be our pick. I hear Moxen are good. Zenith would be nice. Sword of Body and Mind would be nice. Trigun Predator would be nice. Recurring Nightmare is one of my favorite things to do in Vintage Cube, really. But we're going to take the Mox Sapphire. You don't pass these. Signet is not the right color pair of Signet. Demonic Tutor doesn't suck, but we got JTMS. We could do that. We do have the actual Cradle. I think it's making the pick. I don't know. Yeah, what does this Simic card do? What does this do? Whenever another non-token creature enters the battlefield under control, investigate, sacrifice a bunch of clues. It does some stuff. I guess we take Real Cradle over Jace, although we are blue. It's just that we're pretty heavy green. You're on Strip Mine. Can't pass Cradle. If I mean, we even have the other Cradle, right? The Creature Cradle. I'm taking Cradle. No, we're not abandoning nothing. And we're going to find ourselves a... Ooh, Upheaval is interesting. Goose is obviously solid for our deck, but Upheaval with Ramp and Cradle is some real biz. Let's take Upheaval, because you can float ridiculous amounts of mana with the Gaia's Cradle. Maybe Upheaval wheels, that's true. Do you think it will? I don't know. I haven't tried it in a while. I'm going to go ahead and take Upheaval. That Goose was tempting, but I like me an Upheaval. I also like a green-blue land at this point over a triple blue Cryptic. There is a Woodfall Primus, though. Look. We can really go a lot of places with this, and blue is my favorite thing to pair with green. Not surprising. Blue in Vintage Cube is just so good. But yeah, I think Woodfall Primus or Sundering Titan are the interesting choices. Finally picking up something to go to with this. Yeah, that's true. We're going to get something back, though. So, yeah, maybe I will take the land. I hear what you're saying, but we're going to get one of these back, or even the Caryatid. Caryatid is interesting. Yeah, I'm going to take the Caryatid as more creature ramp. I do want some fixing if we end up blue, but we might just stay pure green anyway, and then we don't need as much fixing regardless. Here's why you take random things like Stomping Ground, like because then you can turn, like, shock lands and these fetch lands can make some really crazy mana bases work. Eternal Witness is great, but we did not take the Taiga. I ended up passing on it. Snappy, though, also great, but not necessarily as great in this deck where we're not, I mean, what are we snapping back? So I like Witness, I think, or just, I wish this were a different, if this were a green fetch, I think I would just grab that. The duel's interesting as well. Maybe we could, but I just like, I'm going to take the Witness. It's hard to argue that Witness is, hard to argue, I mean, like, it's just so good that we should run it. Atarka is some big end. Nature's Claim also good. Steam Vents for 2 sources of... Yeah, Claim for the board is good too. Is this best? I don't even know. I assume this is best of 3. Is Magic Online best of 3? I don't know. I didn't even check. A couple people want Nature's Claim. I thought they introduced best of 1, but maybe not. I took the Claim because we're, as Alexis said, it's impossible not to end up with top end in cube. It's going to be fine. Take Golos, Lumbering Falls, Inferno Titan's fine. So is Nissa, and so is Elder. Golos is not doing anything yet, but is an interesting hedge. But yeah, that's true. It really does want the lands. Let's just call that. Let's take Elder. Huntmaster, generally good value. We have the Gorge land. Pelucranos. It's, yeah, I bet if we take Pelucranos, we don't start it. We could, but I don't think Pelucranos is that great. It has its tools, though. So let's take it, and then, but I'm probably going to start this in the board, and then... Hey, look at this. Everything we wanted came back. Holy hell. What do we even take? Zenith? Right now, we don't have anything really to get with it, but we plan to get something with it. Hangerback Walker is a place to go. Predator, I guess, is a little too narrow. But I just want the Walker and the Sword and the Predator as well. Sword's nice to suit up dorky mana elves with once they've gone past their usefulness zone. All right, maybe we're just taking this. All right, I got to read it again. So... 1/2 for 2. Creature you investigate. You can tap and sacrifice clues. Target opponent reveals the top X cards of their library. You may put from among them in the battlefield under your control. Huh. So it's however, I guess we take it, but I don't know if we're doing this. Oh yeah, I could have done Palinchron with Cradle. Sorry, I was very much looking at this new card and then kind of ran out of time. But Palinchron would have been fine too. Very combo-y. All right, so we got some big end I guess just Titan over Leviathan, although Leviathan is something a lot of decks just end up not being able to deal with. I'll take the I'm gonna take the one that's got Shroud. And we can take a Mesa here, and then we do get, like, if we get, this is where if we had taken that Taiga, the Mesa actually fixes us for green and red, right? And we still may find something down the road that does that. Hey, nice. Nice. For last pick there. Show me power. No power. There's Everflowing Chalice, which can certainly help with the rampage. Pilgrim, of course, baseline ramp. Garg, middle of the road. Traditionally, mid-rangey green creatures are not where you want to be in this format. Yeah, I like the suggestion of the Tundra. We can get it with our Mesa, and then it fixes, Mesa becomes a fix for blue. It's still not a combo yet until we get something that Mesa fixes green as well. Yeah, we don't have the Taiga, so it's not fixing it yet, but we could do it. You like just the 1 mana dork? I mean, yeah, exactly. We just want 1 mana ramp to Chalice. Gargaroth is fine, but it is just too whatever to me. I'm gonna take the Pilgrim. Time Walk. We're in the colors for that. Let's go ahead and Time Walk. What are we passing? GTA. I take that on the way back. Courser. And this is why you try to hedge blue a little bit, so that you can grab these when other people who can't cast them pass them. Windswept Heath, if we were to wheel that... we're taking Preordain, though, right? Well, although Preordain, when we're not heavy blue, is a little tough. I'm looking at Heath and Sage and Preordain. I see Survival, and I know we passed that Nightmare. We did take that Nature's Claim, so we have something in the board. Yep, and we do have the Knight. A lot of people like the Sage. I'm kind of on Heath. To help give us that potential. Yeah, Preordain is... It's Preordain or Heath for me, but we're not heavy enough blue for me to want Preordain, but... I still like the Preordain a lot. Wooded Foothills, here we go. Could get us... Although we have more... we got Kogla. Vista's good, yeah. Path to Exile, also totally reasonable. I think we're white. We have, between the Heath and the Wildwood and the Mesa, I think we have easy access to white. So that's an interesting suggestion. Stonecoil Serpent, also big, you know, if we get a million rampy things, we can do that. Yeah, I'm going to take Path. I like Alexis's suggestion, and I continue to think we can still, you know, we have a Leviathan. Even though we're in the third pack here, I still think we're going to be fine in terms of finding where we want to get to with top end. Ooze is good, but just cultivate. Although, are we too rampy now? Maybe we just need to take the Scoos. Because we do have a lot of ramp already. Yeah, let's take the Ooze. And I want like one more top end thing to do would be nice. Finale helps us find it, but isn't it? Time Spiral is powerful. We just take a powerful card in Time Spiral. Finale is a finisher, but you still need a thing for it, right? And we also already have Green Sun Zenith. But I guess that is but yeah, the X10 is real, and it is in fact very achievable for this deck. I'm not taking the Knight. I'm gonna take. Well, it looks like I took Time Spiral. Time Warp. You just take all the extra turns, but Shell Dock is awfully good. Let's take Shell Dock and cast something for free. I like a Shell Dock. When you can get that kind of value out of your lands, it's great. I'm not in the colors? What do you mean? I'm definitely playing blue. We're going to be green with a little blue and white. Geist. Eh. Yeah, Palace Jailer. What? That's not even in this pack. Must have been last pack. Yeah, Narset. Sacred Foundry is potential as well, but Narset, awfully good, yeah? Oh yeah, Narset Time Spiral is funny. That's a good point. We could take Elish and Caster even. I think we just take, yeah, we could take Torrential Gearhulk, but yeah, I guess Time Spiral, but isn't this instance only? This is instance. It's not going to do what you want. I'm going to take Elish. Thran Dynamo. This Signet is on plan, though. Fumigate isn't terrible either, and Thran is on plan. But again, we kind of have the ramp covered, and this is I mean, if we take ramp, let's take the cheaper ramp and the fixing ramp. Yeah, Fumigate is too good against us to run. You're right. Flicker Wisp, nah. Disenchant out of the board, maybe. But I think we kind of have that job covered. That being said, I don't want a Flicker Wisp, so sure. Kogla came back. Excellent. Fauna Shaman would play here too, but Kogla for the top end kind of just ties the room together nicely. Heartbeat is not really our plan. Neither is Glade, but look, everybody, no problem. Welder not going to make the cut in this deck, but kind of like the thinking. But I'm going to cut the land so I understand. And cut the Sapphire 2 on that front. First, cut the Mox, of course. Yeah, it'd be silly. 27. We kind of want to get this to 24. Cutting three of these. Maybe Torrens is, what is this even doing? I don't remember now. Whenever you cast a creature spell, it's some go wide, but it's not really our plan. So let's cut that. Knight we could start in the board, but it's always going to do something. Still, we can move it to the board and bring it in when we know what the job is. And then are we really Tosky here? We have some creatures, but we get like Wall of Blossoms isn't attacking. Caryatid could attack. Oh, it's like there's just so much that doesn't work with it, right? I think we cut it. And that's fair. Like we can even bring back the Autumn, but cut the Tosky. If they're showing me no creature game, like if we're playing against Storm or something where our 1/1s are never going to be blocked by anything, unless they're winning the game, then maybe we bring it in there. And oh yeah, what is our? We're kind of just doing it for Narset is cute, but maybe with the double blue and the is there? Now I'm missing my my sweet arena sorting where I can put specific stuff to the top. Oh, group creatures separately. There we go. Thank you. At least it's a start. Okay. What I want is, because the thing is, Narset doesn't get all of that, right? Oh, it is non-creature. Great. Non-creature, non-land. Okay. That makes me feel a lot better, but are we still there yet? We have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. 9 is tough, especially given the UU on 3. I'm willing to run UU on Upheaval and Time Spiral as late game effects anyway. But yeah, I agree. Cut Narset, even though the Time Spiral joke is very funny. And then with all this ramp, I do like a 16 land here. Although we could cut like a Wall of Blossoms and go 17 if we want to just be sure. But I like the wall working with the creature-based effects anyway. So let's try running this. Yeah. We're not going to forget that one of the great benefits of Green Sun Zenith is that for 2 mana, you can summon yourself a Tree Speaker, a Birds of Paradise, or a Pilgrim. Yeah, we have the Mox, but that's just we count that as a land. I don't know what you mean. Or you're just saying that's why we can do UU? It's still not going to be reliable enough. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Don't need a Gorge. We're not playing any red, right? 7. And then isn't there a smart add land? Here we go. Add basics. Found it. Oh, the things I used to know so well. And now it's like, where's that thing? So we have 9 more cards to add. Well, Arid Mesa, let's see. That's a good point. What is Arid? If it only gets us the planes, then no, we don't. And it looks like that's all it does. We didn't get a duel that fetches for it, so yeah, we'll cut that as well. I'll keep that in mind. I think we want just more green here. And might even not want this second island. I think I only did 1 planes, right? That was, oh yeah, sorry. I only want 1 planes. And is there a way to add lands easily? I guess not. Yeah, we're playing white because Elish Norn is one of our top end. We're playing Knight of Autumn is good, and Path to Exile is one of the better removal spells ever printed. Signet gives us a free source. Windswept Heath gives us a free source. we've got Birds of Paradise, Pilgrim, Elder, Caryatid, all Simulacrum. So there's just it's going to be so easy to pick up the single planes. So then, do you like the double island? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 cards that allow us to cast a mana dork, 11 green sources with Cradle. How are we casting Elish? That's a reasonable point if we don't have a second white, but we do have all, like, so the things we can produce white with without a plains include Birds, Pilgrim, Caryatid, and maybe that's not enough. Maybe we, well, there's plenty of ways to find the one plains. There's, oh, sorry, Wildwood becomes a fourth. So yeah, an artifact signet is the, sorry, that's right, there's stuff down here too. 5 plus Green Sun Zenith fetching Birds or Pilgrim. So that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 ways to get a second white source besides the plains. But I'm feeling Rob's concern. I'm feeling it. We could cut Elish, bring her in when we know she's going to mow down an army of small things from an opponent, and just bring in something generic like Pelucranos instead. I don't love Pelucranos in the abstract in main deck, but it is just a generic beef kind of thing. And it certainly is a mana sink for potentially where we have, what are we doing with 20 mana, everybody? Oh, wait, we've got Pelucranos. Right? It is an answer to what you're doing with 20 mana. So, good call, Rob. Thanks for keeping me sane on the double white. I still think we can bring it in. But I think you're right that Pelucranos is going to be a smarter play for us in terms of doing that job with easier mana. Yeah, that's exactly why, Andy. If this was a colorless 7 and this was a colorless 4, I would snap run the Elish. But in this, given the mana, we'll be grown-ups and play Poly, even though 4-drop beefy things is just generally not what I want to be doing with my mana in a green deck. But that mana sink is real, and I do want to be pumping boatloads of mana into something dumb. Yeah, so we got some tweaking we can do. But let's give this a shot. Wow. All right. So combine groups. Sort by mana value. Let's see what that looks like. So pretty. Well, we're really 16. 16 with the SAF. All right. My first game of Magic the Gathering online in 3+ years, everybody. All right, old friend, be kind to me. We've been through a lot together, you and me, Magic Online. First, we were just friends, then we were colleagues. But honestly, we have not kept in touch since I left Wizards. I acknowledge it. Yeah, we checked out the new controls. I think I got them memorized. 1 is pass priority. 2 is pass until I can do something. And 6 is pass the rest of this turn except for attacking and blocking. 3 is yes? Okay. I didn't abandon MTGO, Rob. We grew apart. We're still friends. We just don't really keep in touch. Nothing but respect. Little things like this, I mean, this got added, I think while I was still at Wizards, but one of the problems with Magic Online is how not discoverable all of the various tools you do have are. So putting this out to make it discoverable is good. All right, not sure what's going to be the best viewing for you all, but I'll try to figure out a good place for things. Gotta love Circle of Dreams Druid with the Forest Plains Island opener. We're still going to keep, though. We get Uro on 3 with some... Oh, sorry. I'm waiting for the prompts. This is going to be tough, gang. Like, I'm so used to... and I know they added that, right? Sorry, I should have put the Forest out because of that, but we're totally going to Signet on the second turn anyway, so it doesn't matter. The main thing is I got to play Forest next turn. So we could play Signet. If we play Signet, what do we get next turn? We get 4 mana, which doesn't really let us do much else. So actually I'm going to go Ooze into Uro and not ramp here because we're not ramping at anything. You like Uro into Ooze? Sure. Why is Lava Claw Reaches a must-win? Hey, that's my favorite cube card. I think the debate of most powerful cube card is between Black Lotus, Soul Ring, and Ancestral Recall. Ancestral obviously has the drawback of requiring blue mana. I think if it were colorless, Ancestral would just win. It would be the best card in cube. The only reason I don't think it's the clear best is because it actually needs blue. But the reason I think it's so good is because it's good at any point in the game. You draw this on turn 11 and you're thrilled. You draw a Soul Ring on turn 11, it's kind of a blank. So now we're going to go ahead and Uro. Although we don't have another land to play, which is kind of stinky. We could go Signet and try to hope for another land to play Nissa next turn. But we're going to go ahead and send in the... I gotta use my hotkeys here. Hopefully we draw a land. At least we draw. Boo. Yeah, Ooze does want to eat those. Maybe the key is just not to be shields down for too long here. Yeah, we can do that. Thank you. Remembering my old, the old settings. All right. Well, that is screaming at us to, they're going to do something here. I bet we'll see Shieldred. So we're probably in trouble. So now... let's see, if I activate, we can't Signet Time Walk, and we probably need to Signet Time Walk to have a chance here. So I'm not going to respond. We're just going to let it go. Oh, except I can't Time Walk after I Signet because I don't have any blue in the Signet. Darn it. So maybe we go Wall of Blossoms, or we just Time Walk and look at, and do it that way. But I think we go Wall of Blossoms, cross our fingers for a land, and then Signet Wall is also... Signet Wall is okay, but I kind of want to Time Walk to try and get a turn ahead here somehow and have Nissa... I don't know. We're like, we also kind of just need to find our removal spell. All right, that'll do, that'll do. And I could go Signet, and we can just accept that Wall dies. They don't get it. They don't have another creature to get back. So, but Cradle stops having mana producing if we lose the Wall. So we better Time Walk so we can use Cradle again next turn. I'm gonna do that. Yeah, that's true. I lose it either way. So I guess it was going to happen no matter what. I still like the Time Walk to give us a chance to draw out of this and to ramp to Time Spiral to do so. That doesn't really matter. So, sideboarding, Grixis, Reanimator. Yeah, we really did, which is why I was hesitant to take it. Green, green, green is... I forget what we passed to take this, but it wasn't where I was at, and then chat talked me into it, so I blame chat. It's not over yet, you're right. We find a path to exile, and we're in fine shape. And we can still Time Spiral our way out of something down the road, potentially. Gotta go fetch green. And what do you do? I mean, you play anything and it just dies. We could play Circle and have that be what dies. To what end? I don't know. We can play Nissa and... make a land that dies? Like, that just seems dumb. I guess we play Pelucranos, because Nissa plus don't add counters, but what's the point of playing out Nissa and getting her to 6 loyalty against that? I mean, yeah, I get it, but I guess then that doubles our mana. Okay, that's fair. It doubles our green mana. Maybe we just have to. I can actually make the Cradle a creature. Well, I mean, it doesn't matter. Who cares? Hopefully we end up with creatures someday again, though. So I'm not going to animate the Cradle right now. Just... Well, we were talking about that, Rob, but she doesn't, which is why we did this. Unless you see something I don't. I guess with Lava Claw reaches, she does. Probably should have made the Cradle a 3/3 so we can block the reaches. Now I think that's the problem. It just dies to the reaches. But maybe we get lucky on Time Spiral or something. Not that we have a second blue source right now. Yeah, good point. Could have even played the circle. And we're up against main deck bribery. Main deck bribery? Bribe this. I guess main deck bribery is fine, but it can really be bad against the wrong decks. It's just, you bring this in against us. It's just frustrating to have it be used. In fact, like, this is just... Yeah, it's fine to main deck. It just, but you're right, Media. Like, you can main deck it, but man, it can be a strikeout. That's all I'm saying. And it's sad that, in fact, it's a freaking grand slam against us. I don't like. It's not even something we can disenchant. How do we make a comeback? What's our plan? I guess we should make sure they see what we bribe. I almost don't like them getting to study the deck, though. Although now that they've got it up, even if we scoop the game, they could sit there and stare at it for as long as they want. Is this one and done? If I lose this match, am I out of the event? I don't even know what I joined. Draft League. Looks like I'm Draft League. Well... Now, we have 1, 2, 3, 4, potentially 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 mana. Uh, 11th if we make a creature, right? Wait, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11 potentially. Plussing Nissa onto Cradle is one thing we can do, but plussing Nissa on Forest could give us more ramp if we need it. Yeah, tapping and untapping Cradle could be good if we made any mana with it, but we don't. All right, so do we cast any of this stuff first? No, we kind of just Time Spiral here, right? But we can go Forest, Nissa, make a creature, and then Cradle actually... Yeah, Cradle works. I think we definitely... plus... I'm just doing it this way. Let's see, and I got to tap all my lands, right? Because we're going to untap all of them. I could put out, let's see, 7, 6, 5, 4. Could put out the circle and it would still... We can do that after anyway, it doesn't matter. Yeah, we could do these things, but I don't think it's worth it. It's not what we need to do to win this game. So let's do it this way. No 6th land untap. There's our path. Don't know how that helps us with a 7-11, but maybe we can somehow get aggro enough to do something. But now we are on path Childred. Then if I played land, no, do that. Witness the path. I don't know, Rob. Probably racing the Inkwell somehow. So that means I should have played the Wildwood, given that. We probably need the Wildwood to be attacking next turn to have any chance, and like the Lumbering Falls is all sketchy as heck. I don't know what to do. I'm going to play, if I play Eternal Witness, like this was a terrible 7. Terrible 7. But yeah, so we probably got to save that and play a Birds, I guess. We do have 3 turns. I don't know it will be enough, but we'll try. I know I can't block it, but what's the point? Did I say I could? Didn't. Maybe did I say chump or something? I didn't. I know I can't block this. I mean, okay. Gotta love the first round matchup of steal your big stuff. Ouch. It really does. It's very, very anti-us. We are the rock to their paper, however you want to put it. I don't know what I'm waiting for at this point. I'm going to concede. Grixis, steal my stuff. Looks like Nature's Claim, since they're doing some enchantment-based theft of my things. Could cut the circle that was just, as Alexa said, bad. With the mana we have, it's just not a good card. I do like the Toski idea. Narset is tough on the mana and doesn't draw a lot of stuff from our deck. Kind of off it. that way. I guess like Upheaval was one of our outs. Yeah, we probably don't want Inkwell. Like, it's tough, but you know, we have to play good stuff. But this is particularly rough for them to go get. Although it has Shroud, so they can't steal it without getting it from the deck. So Nerd likes making their bribery worse, but on some level you also have to play your game. Really, you think Kogla seems mad? I would cut Inkwell before Kogla. Kogla could get us back a creature that's been enchanted. I'm going to keep it in. We got to, and also at least it gets got by these. Well, how much bribery and validation are we going to do? I mean, I can cut Inkwell and Kogla, and then I guess their bribery is bad, but I'm going to cut Inkwell. You want to try that? That seems risky to me, but we could just do this. These are still legit. Yeah, Pelucranos not great. Maybe we cut Pelucranos and bring Kogla back. Although Pelucranos, if they don't have the mana, they can't really activate it. So if they steal it, I'm going to leave it in because if they take that out of our deck, it doesn't really help them that much. Yeah, we're very, very bad bribery target. So we're going to submit. I was I'm forgetting that I had to do that. See, well, Blankworth, I have to do things like that to get people like you to engage with chat. See? Like, go it down to the wire, and then you get them to come out of the woodworks. Can we keep this? Nah, we got to mulligan this. This isn't doing anything. We need to get on them. Well, a land on top, and this is actually fine. And we might just have to play like there's a land on top here. Because I don't like going to 5. So this is one of those keeps where it could end up looking totally dumb. It could be, like, why did you keep a 1 lander? Well, the answer is because 1 land on top and we're golden, and mulling to 5 sucks. That's why. And we're going to put Witness on the bottom, I think. Zenith is... no, Zenith is like part of the plan. Part of why I'm keeping is that if we get land, the Zenith is great. Come on, one time. Come on, Magic Gods. I'm back on Magic Online. Oh, nope. Turns out Magic is still Magic. Dionysus is asking me if I'm enjoying this. Well, sure, it's Magic the Gathering Vintage Cube. I think you're just... Are you fishing for me to bash on Magic Online or something? All right, that's a start. Let's go into Caryatid. Oh, I didn't know you wrote for Pure. Yeah, Pure was truly my first... Sorry, I need to be doing better with my clock. But see, so you were fishing for it. You were saying, are you enjoying this because you wanted to make a comment about it being ugly? It's not pretty, but it is functional. The Magic cards are pretty. Haste, attack, play it. One more card for your... Okay. Oh no, I can't block. What is their deck? What are they doing? I don't want to lose to this disjointed, doing everything at once deck. Oh man, I do not think the interface is cleaner, and I helped work on it, but let's just agree that interfaces for Magic are just generally difficult. Yeah, the clicking, the clicking, the clicking. And where buttons are, like, you just moving the mouse all over. I really should get my hotkeys down because there's so much mouse movement with where things are located. Well, are you serious? Wow. Good, we can cast our Mox Sapphire for free, or a Finale for an X of 0. Brutal. Yeah, let's play this out. Sure. I've only mentioned that I know about it. I don't know exactly what it means, though, besides the obvious. Well, because somebody in chat said to play it, and I stopped thinking, if I'm honest. Like, it's moving out of the building. What does that mean? I don't know. I mean, honestly, I think it's probably a good sign if you're a Magic Online player, in that they're saying, here, somebody else take this and keep it going. I don't think they would send it out for somebody else to be a studio for if the thought wasn't that this is going to be good for a long time. But that's what Hat making retirement jokes, but I don't know. I don't think that's the move you make if you're just looking to put a bullet in it. So now maybe we path that thing. Also don't like pathing early because it does ramp them, you know. But we can go, maybe we just go Toski, and although Toski we have nothing that actually attacks successfully. So I guess Wall, 5 mana. We can also Green Suns for a Pelucranos. We could get some more ramp. We could get this back. I gotta better do something. We're running. If I don't play fast, we're never gonna win a third game. So I'm just gonna do some stuff. Oh wait, I don't want 4. Well, I'll do it this way. That's fine. So hard to see. Ooh, we can do Uro. But my plan was just getting Eternal Witness. Night of Autumn. Yeah, I'm going to get Eternal Witness. Get wide. Should have, if I could do it over, though, I'd do it for exact and then leave up path. I'm just not playing super great with that but I'm also, you know, forgive me as I readjust to Magic Online. I just see it's 6 minutes, like I'm going to time out in my first game, which also doesn't surprise me, but I'm trying not to sweat it too much. But then how will I just have somebody else tell me how to play Magic? Oh, I need to do this every time, right? Jeez. That's one of the things I always want. Like, I wanted the ability to just... You should be able to set these and leave them. Like, I shouldn't have to set this every game. The yield all should just be default on. Yeah, you can yield forever to certain abilities, like if it goes on the stack. Like this. Oh, it used to be. Oh, it didn't give me a chance because I couldn't interact because I'd chosen to pass through. Boy, I am not sure what Oppo is even doing, but it's hard to argue that it's not working. So now I can go Torrens and Wall. This is just like, we're just dead though. Like I don't know what we're going to do to make anything happen, but I have so little time. I'm going to cast some stuff. Legal Magic plays indeed. Reanimate. And I'll go Wall over Ooze, since Wall is a better blocker and gets us a card. You like Ooze? I don't know what, I mean, what does Ooze do for us? I guess it can threaten to trade for these in where the others can't, but I like putting the Ooze out when I actually have green mana. Yeah, fair enough. Well, Woodfall Primus is likely about to be reanimated here. Brace yourselves. All right, well, we'll throw Wall under the bus. Hey, it's a block. My first block on Magic Online in 3 years. You play Animate Dead. I'm just going to say dead. No need to follow along. What happened was we lost badly. I'll try to be better about talking it through, though. I mean, we have a... Oh, actually, let's adjust this deck, right? This was 2 mana intensive to run, and we'd rather just have almost anything. Like, I'd just rather play a Torrens. And yeah, if you don't know the cards in Vintage Cube, it can be very tough to have any clue what's going on. I'll try to at least speak better to what our plan is and what it looks like Oppo's plan is. It was just hard to see last time because Oppo's plan was, well, here's some good Grixis cards that if I draw in the right order might wreck you. Bant Big Stuff is I think a misrepresentation. It's like, it's a green ramp deck with a couple of splashes. Kind of mulligan this, though. Man. Magic Online does not want me to stay, apparently. Well, something we can finally keep. We can play the knight, so we should probably keep it. Uro, we can't even cast right now, so sadly I think Uro's got to go, despite it being very good. This draws us a card, but generic card draw over keeping our mana stuff doesn't seem right, so we get rid of the wall as well. Well, I called Sol Ring in the running for best card in the cube, and the only reason it's not the best card in the cube is that it's not great late. But there's nothing better early, and Oppo got it on turn 1. Well, let me do this. No plausible plays yield all, because we got to do that every time, because that's how that works. No. This is a league, it is not an in-pod event. Well, we're going to take out their Sol Ring, so that is not terrible. Yeah, only Magic Online today. I'm going to do this event, and then I'm done. We get more green. The trouble with taking green is that we are reliant on this one card for our white source, but we only have one white card, so I'm still going to get green. Even though our white source could now die. Powerful cards is why some people were saying I should take it when it was available to us in our draft because of this exact play right there, being able to go fetch your busted land since it's not basic. And kind of like just Zenith for something here. Witness back, though Heath isn't the worst even. We play the Wildwood, though. And then it's a question of Zenith or Witness. Zenith on 2 gets us some more ramp and some fixing. Probably just want Zenith on 2. Over Witnessing now. So I'm going to do that. Skoos, Birds, Tree Speaker. Tree Speaker gets us heavy mana for Pelukernos. Ooze can have the biggest board presence, but I think I'm on Tree Speaker. And then we try to get super big with Poly. And this is where if I had my deck list, again, like the perfect thing would be to cast exactly the mana I need and not go over. But in this case, I'm just like, I'm going to max it out, and then I might get a 1-drop, might get a 2-drop. Interesting they don't want to attack there. I'm not sure why they don't want to. But I'm going to go Shell Dock, see what we have here. All right, that's a little more interesting. Kogla or Nissa for the Shell Dock freebie. Given the Mirari's Wake, I kind of like the Ape, although Nissa don't suck neither. Let's go Apey, though. And now we can drop Pelucranos as well after we level up. Brace yourselves, though. This could be quite the turn from Oppo. Four mana plus only. I guess X spells are qualify for that rule then. Well, it depends on what they're up to here. This is a scary sequence. Cool, not allowed to cast it for less. That makes sense. Love it. Good old Magic House rules. Oppo just dump in hand here. Mirari's Wake into Golos with enough mana to activate Golos? Holy hell. Welcome to Vintage Cube. Sure. All right, now it's not fun, D, because I'm just sitting here being a punching bag for my opponents, but it has nothing to do with the Magic Online experience. And everything to do with Magic is tough sometimes. I mean, you say our deck is way too fair, Andy. Have you seen it? Have you seen it? I mean, we have very unfair stuff going on in our cubes. In our deck, we have simply not drawn it. We have not drawn any of our unfairness. Oh, boy. You act like I don't know Terastodon isn't broken. But it's Cube. Everything is broken. Can't remember if I played land yet. I guess I did. Just waiting to die again now. More legal Magic play crap. Maybe I was supposed to, let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4. We can can't do anything. I'm scooping. So, mirror match. Nature's Claim has some good targets in their pile. Yeah, we could try the Elish play. Still like your... Yeah, but Time Spirals... It can be so good. Nah, we're not doing Vindicate. We have no real sources of black. Yeah, this is rough. There's not even much we can do unless we want to bring in a double white, which I don't think we do. But Alexis doesn't like the Time Spiral. Yeah, we have Narset Time Spiral combo, but it's a little tough to expect that to happen. I'm gonna just we'll do this. We also mulled to keep mulliganing, so this is finally a good hand. A keepable start. Yeah, Solemn is not underwhelming to me. I don't know why I don't like Solemn. It's straight value. All right. No possible plays yield all. Man. Cradle doesn't matter this turn, so I'm just going to go Plains, Tree Speaker, Level, and Elder. So we can sack the Elder, go get ourselves an island, and set up for eventual upheaval. Get it? It's like Noble Hierarch, but not. I need to get one of these for my cube, though. I know Steve's producing mana via Cradle, but not blue, so I'm going to go get a second blue. Ooh. So we can go Cradle, 1, 2, 3, and then we get 4 more for Solemn. I like that. And now I'm going to get second green over yet more blue. It is a lot more confusing. The animations don't have a lot of transitions. You know, they don't flow. It's just a lot of stuff popping around. That's one reason a former colleague who couldn't play Magic Online because he never understood what was happening because the animations weren't clean that way. But yeah, we're going wide indeed. Let's do it. To it. And then we'll play the Shell Dock, and next turn we potentially have an upheaval that's kind of sicko. And we get to be unfair for once if that happens. I should be thinking about my attacks. I haven't attacked yet on have I? Did we attack ever? I don't think we've ever attacked. Let's send our Solemn. So exciting. Look at this. Just like nothing, like nobody's business. Just boom. We can send in things to train as well. So we'll send in that. Anything else to train? We can't send in that without dying. We'll send these two. Oh yeah, dealing damage on Magic Online after 3 years away. More weak sauce here. We're going to go ooze, though. By the time this comes around, we probably want to do some oozing instead of some losing. Yeah, I suppose I should level up, Rob. The thing is, the future, the other levels on Tree Speaker are so meaningless, I kind of forget about it. Yeah, that's true. I probably are going to redo the Shell Dock. Which is also fine, because it's kind of an unexciting card there. Let's see where they go with this. If they take out Shell Dock... But, okay, this is... I mean, the Cradle sucks, but this is still okay-ish. Yeah, we can get back the Cradle after we witness anyway. It's an excellent call. I don't know if we'll want to, but we'll see. Yeah, we don't get upheaval with a million floating is the problem. In fact, we get like upheaval with Tree Speaker mana floating, you know? Mox Sapphire does not suck, though. That helps. That helps. That gives us effectively 2 mana right here. What good is upheaval? Well, it gets rid of a 9/9, resets the board, and puts us in a better position. And sending Solemn... it draws a card, but if they block it and kill it... I'm going to leave it back, because I actually want to potentially recast it. So I'm going to do this first. You like sending the Solemn? I guess worst case is we draw a card and that's fine. Best case, we get an extra 2 in and it still all happens. Okay. Why would they block it? I don't know. You just never know. And if we really want to recast it, it's a fair question though, Prof. In general, you want to try to figure out what you would do from your opponent's side and ask if you would do the play you don't want it to see done to you. But then people are weird and you can be surprised. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Haven't played a land yet. 7, 8. So 9, 10. We're going to have 4 floating mana to work with by my count. Torrens and Tree Speaker is what I like, yeah. So on that front, Solemn Post of Evil is another thing we could do, but I like the Torrens Tree Speaker play. Yeah, Torrens turns everything else on, right? Want that white, although it doesn't matter too much. Not casting anything more blue, so we can certainly use the blue. So, is Upheaval good? Oppo thought so. They said they couldn't beat it. I won a game of Magic Online! Woohoo! 3 years later. I still got it. And I'll show up in their numbers as a recaptured lapsed player. They'll learn that their free cube draft was working. Is this a... Yeah, this could be a Norn thing. Shall we... could even go... Since we cut the time spiral, I kind of like 1 island down, 1 plains up. Add the Norn. And then, yeah, sure, we can cut the wall or whatever. Trouble is all of my... Let's see. Oh, this might be at the top. Where's... Memes are going to be tough here because I had to make a new scene for this, and my memes aren't as easily accessible, so I'm going to have to pass on that right now. Or I can do here. I can do this. We'll go here where I know it actually works.
I do my hair toss, check my nails. Baby, how you feeling?
No. Here we go. All right. Anything else? Got the claim in. Yeah, that's fine. Let's do this. Hmm. 6 lands and Anissa, because that's how it's been going for us draw-wise today. It's not necessarily a mulligan. We have creature lands that give us some ability to interact in combat later. And this is just the best, but I think it's a little too greedy to keep this. This we can keep. And we're going to put, of course, the Inkwell Leviathan on the bottom. All right, nice. Whoa, whoa! Why'd you pass through? What just happened? You're scaring me, Magic Online, already. Well, here's an idea. Here's a thought. If I am currently under the effects of yield all, there should not be an OK button. If currently my client is yielding all on my behalf, don't even give me a button to click. Don't worry, Alexis. Nobody got started on the work to avoid misclicks like that. So we can go, I can go Cradle, Elder, tap Cradle, Signet. I kind of like that, just kind of really push the ramp. I don't need to pass phases if it is auto-passing for me. That's the point. Fantasia, I'm saying if the game is auto-passing for me, it should not offer me the ability to pass. You like Torrens first? Yeah, I'm going to go with my plan. I just like spending all the mana. Getting some serious ramp on, etc. Funky going on with my audio. I don't know what you mean by that. You're gonna have to be more specific if I'm gonna do anything about it. We'll draw what we ramp into. No worries. I mean, look, if we don't draw something, then we just, we're just get Torrens out anyway. Like, the only difference here is one token. I just would rather get my ramp on than get a 1/1 token. Now, no furnace stuff here. It might be your audio. I'm going to do this to get the second blue. I guess we have a Birds of Paradise, but still going to do it. Oh, second blue. I took it out. That's right. Never mind. We'll get a... Oh, we have Elvish Norn, so maybe I need to get a second Plains anyway. Although Heath gets us the Plains, so I'm just going to get Forest. Although Heath gets us a Forest, so it doesn't really matter. There's a second blue. Let's play this in Thin. I could do this at the end of turn or whatever. I'm just being a little bit lazy about it. And I will bring in that plains now. Just need our time spiral that we took out of the deck. This is trouble, gang. Let's see, we got green, we got black, we got one of anything if they get some food. So it's trouble, but not yet. We're just getting how many times we've gotten Terrastodon cast on us? Like 4 times. Correct. I suppose we could just bring in the disenchant. That's fair, but maybe we're already down a game, right? So this isn't going to matter. Oh no, we're up a game. We're up a game? I can't remember. Are we split? Where's the record? Wish there was something that told me. Is there some place that shows me, or do I just have to remember? It used to be I just had to remember, so that seems like that's right. I'm not scrolling logs for anything. I'd rather lose a winnable game than scroll logs. I suppose that's unfair, though. I wish that Arena had logs, because when you do need it, you need it. But I really don't like that I have to do it to go see what the current state of the game, the records are. That's what I'm really complaining about. Well, we need big time help. I mean, getting wrecked by Terrastodons all day. Jeez. I mean, we're not dead, so I'll take another turn here, but it's closing in on dead. If we get out of this, it's going to be upheaval. So maybe I'm supposed to just prevent some damage here. Chump with the elephant token. And then if we draw upheaval, we can reset the board. But we're at that point. We're just kind of like trying to draw. I mean, I guess if we get a path to exile, though, that's a different way kind of out of this. Although with both of these, But I guess I will just take a trade for a creature here, because if we don't find our out off the top, we do still have a draw. Hey, it's upheaval. So let me do this. Trouble is they get to recover quite quickly thanks to their soul ring, so we're still in it. Still very likely to lose this game. But we do get to redeploy birds. So again, as Alexis observes, there have been worse upheavals in Magic's history. I love that card, though. It's so powerful, in a really kind of weird way. Fast Bond to make our upheaval even deader than Sol Ring makes it. Now I can't even interact with the client. So now it's not letting me interact with anything. Great. Oh, I was trying to scoop. I've been trying to scoop for a couple minutes now. Well, gang, an inauspicious return to Magic Online, but we are vintage cube drafting. You can't deny that. Yeah, maybe I should see what I can close around. I got some stuff open that I can probably close to help. Like, for example, Arena. Let's close Arena. Might help my poor computer. We drafted this cube and are playing it, Rob. You suck it. I'll give you the full 10, man. Hey, Skeeve, thanks for the sub. That is something we can all understand. Turn 1, Birds of Paradise. That sounds like a cube story there from Mike. Bolt the bird, that would be great. Let's root for it. Forest, Birds of Paradise, Mountain, Lightning Bolt. Do you think somewhere in 1993 at Gen Con somebody bolted a bird? One of my sci-fi fantasies is the power of time travel for observation, not time travel for altering history. Just going back and observing things. I'd love to go back to Gen Con 93 and just watch people playing Magic for the first time. Customers playing for the first time anyway. No, that's Syriana. It's a ghost time machine. We don't actually interact with the physical space of the world. So, Time Walk doesn't seem great here. We can just Knight and try to get bigger than them. Looks like maybe they're going... I'm just going to cast the Knight of Autumn. I could take out that Clue token, but that seems wrong. Let's let them spend on that. And let's just get big. Let's get big. Somewhat like riding a bike. I got lots of UI stuff I haven't reacclimated to, but the feel of the experience is very familiar again already. Remand. Not as good as a land here, but we'll take it. Time walk to try to find it. I don't like necessarily time walking into the open mana, though. Might be worth it. It might help us find that new land. Then it gives us another attack with a 4/3. Just worried about it getting countered, but make him have it, etc. I think so, because this is another shot at a land. We're kind of time walking so that we can untime walk ourselves. First pick, Explorer. The second attack is pretty real, though. Do not mind putting them under a second attack here. All right, found our land. That's nice. I'll play it. I'll try to play it. And we'll ship our Night of Autumn. Now we have Remand and Path up. Before we only had one or the other. It's good, huh? I was I was on the Magic Online team when we commissioned this stuff. Again, old school, original OG power art is all tied up in really awkward royalty deals that Wizards avoids at all costs. In fact, one of the mistakes that happened under my watch with one of my worst mistakes at Wizards that happened under my watch on Cube was we choose which versions to use, and unfortunately, the person who chose the cards did missed a couple, and some defaulted to OG royalty art, and we actually went live with the vintage, not even necessarily with the power. It might have been some other stuff. It wasn't the obvious stuff. But some old school art made it into a cube launch on Magic Online, and it wasn't even like expensive dollar-wise, it's expensive time-wise, because then somebody had to go through and do all this fiddly little accounting to do all this royalty for the use of these art from the original, and it was just like, we got dressed down, to say the least. Nothing to cast here before we untap, so okay. I guess we're trying to get there on a 4/3. Five is not 6, but we're pretty close to this Kogla. That's cool. It wasn't a royalty like that, but it was a royalty just for using it. You know, like, oh, you're going to make money off of something using my art? Pay up, Wizards. Five hits with a Night of Autumn. That's what's going to do it. Not in the early days. Syriana, in the early days of Magic, they couldn't really pay the artists properly yet. They didn't have the budget for it. So artists were paid with royalties. Hey, if this game takes off, then you're going to make bank. And it did, and they did. But basically, Wizards went from a royalty style system to straight up, we pay you about $1,000, I think, is the baseline. And yeah, we're just going to remand that. So they do it that way now. Oh, we can witness the remand and keep that Jace down again. But let's get a land. Not that I'll Kogla instead. I'm just going to witness the remand, but this is cool. Yeah, Path the Inspector seems wrong-ish. Yeah, we're just going to do that. Yeah, we can witness the walk. Maybe that's even better. Although if we want, no, yeah, actually, let's do it. We path and then walk and then win, right? I like it. Except but we don't have the mana for it. We're one short on mana, right? Let's send in if they take it. Right? Wait, maybe I'm not doing it right. So yeah, 3, 4, 5. Yeah, we have 5 mana, but not 6. The idea was to path, attack, get back, time walk, win, but we can't do that. But then if they if they don't block here, we get to do that for next turn. Yeah, I didn't quite see it like you did, True. I didn't have the vision down the road to see what you were seeing there with the Inspector play. But yeah, if we had done that, we would win the game. So True found a game-winning line, and I just missed it. I think it was just straight up game-winning. Like, wasn't it on board if we had figured it out? Right? Because at the end of their turn, we path. Then we had all the pieces. We had the path, the witness, the time walk, and all the mana. So I think you just found a game-winning play, unless a free counterspell. But let's just go. Let's do this anyway. I'm still gonna get the time walk. Remand here is somewhat like a time walk, to be honest. I mean, but it does give him a chance to do something besides casting a 4-mana Jace. But apparently they didn't have it because they kind of saw the writing on the wall there. Exactly so, Math. That's why to not do it that way. We don't want to give him a chance at a 2-spell. All right. Look like a white-blue, but kind of a weird good stuff pile. Like I see maybe the Inspector. The Inspector led me to think like white weenie, but I think that was just a random value card. Why do we want Narset? Were they drawing cards? Also, this is where I'm really missing my view battlefield button. I'm used to being able to go back and look at the battlefield now when making sideboard decisions. The Clue drew them a card and they are blue, it's true, but I didn't really see Narset justification for the double blue. If Narset were single blue, I think it would just be straight up in the deck right now. I'm kind of on run it back. I don't feel like I... Yeah, Narset does host Jace. That's fair, Rob. We did see the Jace. You want to do it? I mean, we can. It's a little wonky on the mana, but we could do it. and cut the wall again. Just kind of wall is this arbitrary, like, yeah, it does something, but it's not important. I'm not going to add any more mana. I think we got the double blue for it already for finding it. Cool. I like where this is headed. We're going to try and dump our hand while they still have cards and then reset. We are 0-2, trying to pick up one match win. We've won one game. We did win a game. I think we won two. We're up a game in this one. So we're 1-0 in match 3. And we've won 1-2 and lost 4 in terms of our total record. Oh, let's do my no possible plays yield all. And don't you dare hit that button, Ryan. So we've got Zenith to go find more ramp if we want, but we've got the ramp already in the Elder. So just Elder seems fine here. We can heath it up and get one of our other colors. Scooz is fine as well. I'm just into I want to get to Time Spiral ASAP. So that's kind of what I'm working towards. Rob wrote reading and then I just stopped. Something about reading. Gonna counter that? All right. Next turn we'll have 4, and we can Scooz Elder or just Simulacrum. We'll just do Bob here. Is it Bob? Is that Bob? No, Bob is the 2/1 black card. Who was this? I forget the name of the player who earned that card. Jens, thank you. Or is it Jens? I don't know if it's Jens or Jens. No, I stopped reading after your instruction to read. Yeah. It's like, grim indeed. I was all excited that we were going to race to the Time Spiral and get them before they could dump their hand, but now they might dump their hand faster than us. We'll see. Could be another counter. Only one blue, though. We're going to make him have it with a Solemn. Yeah. I'm going to keep ramping. Kind of want to use Zenith to get the Soul Ring dude for further big mana for post Time Spiral, but maybe that's not right. You try. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. This would be mana number 7. We can attack it down, and we can put this in. I guess we're just... I'm going to ditch the forest here. Keep everything else. I don't think we kind of did a rough count there and didn't see what a forest exactly would get me, so... One, two, three, four, five. Oh, yeah, I don't know. I got 7. Sorry. But I'm still able to play Ooze and Elder, which is really what I want to do that turn. Oh, this is interesting. They would just probably exile Narset, but that's not the worst either. And could still 2 spell. We could Narset and Elder and still have the ramp even, so I'll do that. Also, Time Spiral Narset. It's the plan, right? Although that's another reason maybe not to. Like, if they're just going to get the Narset, let's make him do it. I mean, I like the Time Spiral Narset play, but it's not like we can get that set up here easily without, you know, the Karn just... Yeah, whiff on Narset, maybe they ignore it. That'd be funny. Okay. Well, now they know we got that option, but they don't know we got this option. Oh, yeah, sorry, I haven't done any record updating, but we are much worse off than that. 0-2. 0-2, trying to find 1 win. Don't do it, Karn. Leave Narset alone. Let us have a little fun. Just a little fun. Come on. Okay. Well, that's not... I don't know. Let's see what they try here. Go for draw 3. Nah, now they're going to kill Narset. No way they let Narset live, right? Oh, okay, okay. Still probably means they get Narset before this is over, but... I suppose, man, if there was some way to get... Do we have any haste? I want to be able to look at my deck. We don't have any hasty creatures, right? Because getting Karn below Narset power could be nice. But I think we are going... Is there anything else we can play that's even scarier for them? What can we get with like Green Sun Zenith that they kind of have to kill with Karn? Anything? I'm going to start by sending Solemn at... Well, I should probably start by Narsetting, but I'm going to send Solemn at Jace. part some veils. Oh, baby! We got there, gang! Woohoo! This is Magic's fun, right? Except how, like, I gotta make sure we get the extra blue. We get Time Walk. Yeah, this works. Because you just go birds, Time Walk, right? And then 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Oh, we need to draw one more. We need to find land. Ooh. Can we go birds, Time Walk? No, we can't. Can we find Green Sun getting us something for sure? Like Green Sun. No, that doesn't work either. So we do need some luck still. Land off the top, but let's go for it. True. We also get Karn shrunk a bit. But then, yeah, so then if Karn wants to take out Narset, it's dead Karn. Yeah, true. I don't know if... let's see. Let's hope we get the land. Come on, Magic Gods. Let us have this one fun. Then Oppo can even win the game somehow. That'd be neat. But, like, or win the match. But let us do Time Spiral with Narset. Yes! Thank you, Magic Gods. Mwah! The best 1-2 or 0-3 ever, because we get to do this play. But let's start with the proper attackings. Double walk. Let's start with an attack of Karn. How do we double walk? You want to spend 4 on the Zenith? Yeah, we can do double walk. Yeah, sure. Let's do that. I'm clicking as fast as I can, everybody. Yay, we're doing the broken thing this time. Hooray us. Do that. There we go. Boy, if I play much more Magic Online, I'm gonna have to get a new computer, I think. Yeah, can we do it with upheaval? There might be some. Yeah, whatever. We'll just take our sicko time spiral action. Chandelar I would totally do sometime as well. I love that game. Go away, Karn. You suck. It's not what you think it is, Oppo. It's worse. Oppo knows about the upheaval. They do not know about the time spiral. This could be scoopage. We'll see if they do. Oh, they've got there's a bunch of oversized cards. I'll show mine sometime other time when I'm not on a clock like this, but because why not? Because why not? Boy, we cannot find a good card for Under the Shell Dock, though. That has been miserable. We'll go Path, I suppose. I just listen. I do what chat says. This is Chat Plays Magic. Twitch Plays Magic. So we go Signet. Carroted Time Walk. Well, I have the original software boxes and the oversized. There was an Aswan Jaguar that was the free oversized card. Hey, and we got the 10, right? Wasn't that the plan? Let's see. Do we get there? Let's count. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Oh, we're 2 off, unfortunately. Probably means, well, we probably just finale for something and hold up Remand. So we'll do a finale for 6. Or we could wait and try and get it to 10 eventually, but yeah, finale for Inkwell seems really good. I like that, except finale only gets green, or is it anything? Okay, yeah, I like finale for the Shroudy. That seems sensible. Oh, X is 9, though, you're right. So we're 1 off for that. We could wait till next turn. Shelldock gives us Path. Remand gives us Counter. So actually, I'm going to just... Yeah, Kogla. Kogla's fair. They're not going to untap the Monolith. Yeah, let's do Kogla. Kogla's good enough. I like that, Rob. Somebody knows my deck. I don't. Monolith isn't a big deal right now because they have to spend a bunch of mana to untap it. Five, and then 6, and we still have Remand up. Or even this way we have Remand and Path up. Well, everybody's also been mean to us. About time we got to be mean. Yeah, we got about 5 minutes on clock. I'm okay with the plan. I think I can click fast enough. I don't know if Magic Online is going to move fast enough. So that interesting play, because I don't know. Well, let's see what they do with it. Maybe they have a plan. I guess, but they have 2 cards, right? I don't know. This is Magic the Gathering Online, well, not the OG. I guess the OG digital expression is the Chandelar we were talking about. Yeah, we can just show them, right? Let's see if they accept. All we need to do is do it in 4 minutes. I don't know if we can, but... Should only take 1 more turn, so hopefully this will be enough for Oppo to give up the ghost. That's funny. Now Math is saying, this deck is so unfair, I love it. Whereas the comment when I was 02 was, your deck is too fair. And I just said, well, we just keep drawing the fair part of our deck is the problem. Now we finally drew the unfair part of the deck and got to have some fun before finishing this event. So that's sweet. Love it or hate it, this is kind of why you do Vintage Cube, to pull off nonsense like this. And as I said, I say it all the time, Siriana, I went 1 and 2. We shouldn't be necessarily happy about that result, but we went for a thing and really got to do it. We got to do Time Spiral with Narset out and win a game with that. We got to chain together 4 time walks or 3 time walks. So that's why you play Vintage Cube, to have those experiences, to have those games, even if it's sometimes tough to be on the receiving end of the beatdowns, which we certainly were. We had some Oppos really go off on us in the first couple of games with their sweetness. But, everybody's around here landing haymakers and going off Johnny style, and it's a lot of fun. I like it. I'm going to take a closer look at this particular cube build. I got to think about what I'm going to be doing with cube now. I'm sending Alexis I've been working with Alexis on how to best manage my TCG player stuff, and I found a very exciting thing for me. One of the issues as a secondary market player in Magic and in collectibles is that the insurance world won't insure my stuff. I can't get insurance for the stuff around me. And the more card prices go up, the more nervous I get having that kind of stuff around. And the exciting news I got, so I can send stuff for them to store and sell, but also they have, not only do they have security at TCG, but they do have insurance such that if anything happens to my cards while they are under TCG's control, under their stewardship, I get full retail value for them. So I am very excited to ship a bunch of the cards I'm nervous about having around here over to them. I'm going to do that today. I'm going to get out of here, get these cards. But that also means a lot of those cards that I want protected and saved are my Vintage Cube cards. I think this means that this is the end of my Vintage Cube, gang. I am going to decide. I think I'm going to make a modern cube. But my Vintage Cube is now just has too many valuable cards in it to even take anywhere, or even, I just don't, it makes me too nervous. So I'm going to pack up my Hyper Bling. I'm going to send it to TCG. Right, that's the other thing, Alexis. It's not like I'm cubing. I mean, it's fun to have around, but pandemic aside, it's not even like with pre-pandemic, I cubed with my Vintage Cube maybe 2 to 4 times a year, depending on whether other people I know ask them. Yeah, and that's the other thing, Hat. I'm willing to proxy when I own the originals, so I might do that too. But let's face it, vintage cubing with proxies is not quite as sexy as vintage cubing with the OG real deals. So Anyway, playing Vintage Cube has me thinking about that, because on the one hand, I want to look at this cube update and see if there's things for me to take away from my own cube. But on the other hand, I'm actually looking to bail on the Vintage Cube. What I might do is mostly have the Vintage Cube be real cards, but de-bling it. Send all the bling. Yeah, that's exactly. I bought a collector's edition especially to make a Vintage Cube. That's the single greatest Magic investment I ever made. I traded in 2014. I traded about $800, $800 or $900 worth of sealed product and singles traded to somebody for a brand new international collector's edition. So $800 of product. No, maybe I can't remember if it was unopened. I don't know if I broke the shrink wrap. I think it was open. It was certainly near mint. It was from somebody who collected it and they didn't play. They were all perfect is the main thing. And that single investment has like multiplied maybe even at a higher rate than my house. It's like, oh my gosh. Yeah, $7K for a slightly used is looking like a steal now, but that's just because things got crazy quickly. When I acquired it for about $1,000, that's what they were going for. I remember Alexis early on in my R&D days, Dave Guskin buying an international collector's edition on eBay for like $1,100 and being really nervous about it. Like, oh my God, this is a huge expense. But I think I really want a Vintage Cube, and I think this is going to be fine to sell later. Dave, you were right. Good work, buddy. Anyway, I'm very excited about that. I'm feeling great about getting my high value stuff out of here and in a place that is secure. And if anything goes wrong, I'm covered. Oh my God, that is just like, oh. So I'm going to get on with that. And I'm excited about it. I'm excited about that I got to cube draft on vintage cube draft with you all. That was fun. All right, Magic Online. That was fun. You got me. Hope you had fun on YouTube as well. Hope you enjoyed that. Give me a like, give me a follow, all that good stuff. And who knows? Maybe I'll put it to a vote and we'll decide if we're coming back here again tomorrow or not. If I won this and we actually had the for sure ticks, I would have done it. I think I probably have the tickets to do it, though. Look at that. I got the play points and the tickets. Maybe I should come use these play points, huh? Oh, no. Has Magic Online got me? Maybe. I don't know. We'll see. We'll see. I'll ask you all tomorrow, but for now, we'll say goodbye to YouTube friends. Let them off the hook. Thanks for hanging. Bye, YouTube.